All right, welcome to a different type of Preventure Adventure. I'm going to break this down into 4 separate segments. This is a pretty exciting evening. I brought a special guest who you're going to meet in one moment, and we are in New Haven to try out some of the best pizza in the world. Our first stop, we're at Modern Pizza, and with me is an old, and I mean old, friend, Chris Kader, and this is Chris. Chris has got the pizza in his lap. Why don't you show us the pizza? What do you want to say? No, show the pizza, not the box.
The reveal.
See that okay?
Yep.
All right.
Pepperoni pizza.
What do you want to talk about? Anything?
Well, I just want to say Bruce is actually older than me, so I may be an old friend, but he's older than me.
No question of a doubt.
But I am happy to be here doing some taste testing with Bruce. He's taken me on lots of adventures over the years to a lot of different and crazy restaurants, so I'm glad to be back in the passenger seat with him today.
All right, we're going to shut off for a moment and we'll come back. All right, here he goes. We're at Modern Apizza. First impression.
Very good. Good texture.
All right, let me take a bite here. Got some flop going on, but that's okay. Nice bottom side to it. This is I don't know for sure if it's coal oven or brick oven, but this is New Haven pizza. Nice flavor, plenty of cheese. Very tiny bit of crisp on the bottom, and then a chewy crust. And it's tough to do when it's a thin crust like that. So,
I also like, you know how you get a little char on the crust. I kind of like that.
It's brick oven, baby.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna finish up and come back and wrap up. It should say red.
Okay, so just finished up our first pizza at Modern Apizza here in New Haven. Definitely a classic New Haven style pizza. Brick oven. Thought it was very good. Interested to see how it'll stand up against the next 3 or 4 that we end up going to. But it was a good pizza, good pepperoni on it, and as Bruce had mentioned earlier, plenty of cheese. And so happy with the first stop. See how the next 3 or 4 go.
0 to 10.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, I'll give it a 7.
You're hard.
A couple hours.
So, he doesn't know what he's talking about. This was classic New Haven, really, really good. And it's tough, like he says, this is the first one. So this is the benchmark, but where do you go? Certainly, it was great, but not the best pizza I've ever had. So where am I going? 0 to 10? I'm going to go 8.9. I tend to be a little more generous with my scores than old tightwad over here. But he's new at this. So I'm sorry. His daughter's going to watch this, and here I am cutting him down. He's a great guy. Great guy. Wonderful man. So for me, based on my pizza experiences, I'm going to go 8.9.
All right, so I'm going to revise my score a little bit here on the Modern Pizza, given that was the first one we did. Again, I didn't want to go too high because I wasn't sure what else we were going to encounter in the next 3, or we actually had grand.
I want to explain also, I never told him about decimals. He thought it was just straight numbers.
Correct. But we also had grand illusions of going to 5 places. We only ended up making it to 4. So I didn't want to overrate early on the first one we ate. But now that I've had all 4, and I can kind of look at my scores of what I scored all of them, I would re-score Modern Pizza. I had given it a 7 originally. I would re-score that up to an 8.5.